Yo, what's good, y'all? Up to Something Media. We're back with another banger of an episode. You know what I mean? How's everyone doing? Everyone doing all right? Splendid.
Doing well.
Yo, I'm really digging the stash.
Stash
for Daniel.
Dan.
You know what I'm saying?
Call him Theo Daniel.
Theo Daniel. It's so that's gonna be the nickname for
Theo
Daniel.
You AKA.
Yeah, that is Theo Daniel though. That's Theo Daniel.
That's facts. You are Theo Daniel.
Oh yeah,
You are Theo Daniel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he's really a Theo.
There you
now.
go, for real, man. You taking this role,
man?
Drunk ass uncle.
Oh my God! Here we go.
We have started off on the wrong foot.
The wrong.
Go ahead.
One. All right, yo. So we're gonna kick it off with the intros. We're gonna start it off with
Theo Daniel. Luka Doncic. Daniel.
Theo Daniel. And it's your boy, Renee, a.k.a. Renee the Rager, a.k.a. Renee the Goat, a.k.a. Ciroc Obama. And now, the vibe veteran. That's me. Coming soon. But anyway, who we got on this side?
Coming soon. It's your boy Diego. We'll get an AK. I want to do something with the Bolivian.
The Bolivian what? What do you want to?
I don't know.
We'll
figure it out.
Bolivian
We'll submit
bulldog.
interest. Shut the fuck up. Bitch, you look like a bulldog.
Hey,
you look like Jordan.
I'm a dog.
What is he? It sounds like a wrestler.
She don't want pets, but I'm a dog. Yeah.
The Bolivian Bulldogs.
All right. Enough head ass.
Okay.
Y'all already know who we are. But
Yeah.
we got a special guest
We
in the building.
have a special
going on?
guest. Introduce yourself, guest.
My name's Crespatrick de los Reyes. What's
Ooh.
going on?
Yo,
Glad
bro.
to be here.
Dude, I'm so glad you're here, man. Like we were just talking off air. Like we really appreciate your style, man.
Dang.
It's gonna be
Thank you.
lit.
Swaggy is super
Thank you.
swaggy.
First fashion designer.
First fashion designer on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So this is, no pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Shamir's
Word.
lucky he's not here, man. He
Yeah.
would have learned a lot.
A lot. You know,
The Carhartt man. We have our friend. He's a hardworking
Blue collar man.
blue collar man.
Yeah, he's a
okay.
blue. He
He
blue
does.
collar.
He actually does Carhartt.
He does it. He does Carhartt properly.
For its purpose.
He's a Carhartt
Yeah.
commander.
Yeah, the Carhartt commander.
There you go.
Yeah, shout out Shamir, shout out Shammy. But yeah, man. So what's up? What's new? I haven't seen you probably. You went to the
Man.
second pop up, right?
No, I was out of town.
Okay.
Larry hit me up about that, but I couldn't make it. So I think it was that
Shit.
first one.
The first one. Damn, it's been that long.
When
And
was that?
that was in
That was
April.
April. No, there's no way. I think I've seen you probably after that. I feel.
I don't know.
Oh well.
I can't remember.
Shoot, man. Well, how you been? There's a lot of new stuff. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
know you
yeah.
just dropped some new jackets.
Yep,
Ooh,
yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, talk to us. What's been new? What's new for everything going on?
Yeah. I just released some new jackets. Some saddle pocket jackets, our signature jacket, in 4 colorways. Did a beautiful editorial for it. Launched a new website. It's still, some stuff is a work in progress. Still adding stuff to it, but
Yeah,
the new website is launched. And yeah, we're just, still designing new stuff. Got some new stuff, new designs that's gonna roll out for like spring, summertime. But yeah, just pushing out these saddle pocket jackets and doing a bunch of like one of a kind saddle pockets as well.
Yeah. And if y'all don't know, it's the jacket he's wearing right now. It's actually super A1, the quality.
Flex.
A1.
Flex.
A1. Yeah, flex all over.
Flex the jacket, bro. No.
Yes. So
That's clean though.
Yeah. So the name of your brand is Crescente. Patricio.
Crescente,
Boom.
Patricio.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it, you
yes.
got it.
So where did you get the name for the brand?
Yeah.
Like how did it all start? Like what made you want to become like a designer?
Yeah. The name of the brand is the name of both of my grandfathers.
Okay.
I'm named after them. My
Oh,
parents
wow.
took their names, kind of Americanized it, and like put it together and called me Crespatrick.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was actually born on the death day of my grandfather Patricio. So I was born on the exact day he died, a year after he passed. So my parents were like, they wanted to name me after him, and they're like, let's name him after both of
Wow.
his grandfathers.
That's
That's great.
That's
Yeah.
actually really dope.
And it sounds dope. Like,
yeah, it's
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a dope name.
Crescente,
Yeah.
Patricio.
You know
Yeah.
I'm just Renee Campos Jr.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's cool though.
usually if you're not Latin or Filipino, people are like, what? How do you say
Yes,
this.
you say this. You know what I mean?
You know,
Let me tell you, Tyler.
But you introduce yourself. You introduce
tell you.
yourself as Crespatrick, right? Which is much easier.
Yeah. That's my name. Crespatrick
Oh,
is
okay.
my name.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the name of the brand is both
Is-
your grandparents' name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and you know, when I came up with the name for the brand, it was a lot of just rediscovering or just discovering for the first time, actually, a lot about my grandfathers.
That's awesome.
Because I grew up loving clothes,
Right.
and it was kind of different from a lot of people in my family. No one else really cared about clothes as much as I did.
Right.
And I was like, where does this come from? And then I started asking more questions about my grandfathers later in life. And they're like, your grandfathers love to get dressed. They're always the last ones to get ready, to make sure like everything was on point.
Yeah.
Like they were just like suited and booted all the time, and they just cared about clothing so much. I was like, oh.
Dang,
I was
that's
like,
like-
I have to call
That-
name it after.
Yeah, you
me.
have to. You have
runs
to.
in the family, man. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
Yeah, and especially
In
like
the
in Latino
genes.
culture. Yeah, and
No
I'm telling you,
pun
like in
intended.
Latino culture too, like I always hear stories about like my grandpa, like he always had to like starch his pants everywhere
Yeah.
before he went somewhere, and like he always wore like the silkies, you
The
know what I mean?
suspenders.
Yeah, and he
Man.
was like, oh, he looked like an American gangster, you know? And
Wow.
then, and then I was just like, wow, like, you know, I don't really have that much of a fashion sense, but I mean, I kind of do just a little bit.
Nah, you
but
do.
you know,
You
yeah, I mean,
do.
I appreciate you know, just a little bit.
Boy.
But you know, but the thing is, it's like I'm kind of like you, like you know, where like I'm like probably like the most fashionable in my family. Sometimes no diss to my family out
Boy,
there.
Xavier
I'm
going
not
back,
saying, I'm not saying
You've
y'all
been
can't
canceled
Sasha
by your
gonna whoop
family.
your
yeah, you know
ass,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Maybe my immediate family, you know what I'm saying? We're all right. But as a whole, but no, it's true because it's like I don't really know like any more like hype beasts like me or cares about like the sneakers or like cares
Yeah,
about
sure.
anything else. So it's like more difficult to like be like, oh, bro, like, did you know that the Yeezy 350s came out with a new colorway? He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to discuss, and that's what brought us together, too. Like, you know, like, we love music and fashion, so, you know.
So, Crespatrick, I gotta ask you, man. Was
Yeah.
there a time, dude, that you remember, like, growing up that you're like, damn, that outfit or that piece specifically, that's some shit that makes me want to get into fashion? Is there anything specifically? I remember it was
Yeah.
Red Iversons. I was like,
Ooh.
sneakers are clean as fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
The-
I didn't know if there was maybe, you
Yeah.
know, like a time growing up that you remember.
yeah.
Yeah, it actually, so the first music I was super into was pop music,
Okay.
specifically boy bands.
Okay. Who's your favorite boy band?
NSYNC, hands down.
Bro, high five me right now.
I can't
Air
re-
high
I
five.
can't
Air
reach.
high five.
But-
Air high five, it works.
That's right. The greatest boy band
Yeah,
of all time.
that's
you
right.
heard it.
Because I grew up in like a super conservative Christian home, and then my parents, they started to loosen up, and so the first kind of music we're allowed to listen to outside of like church hymns was like bubblegum pop. So it was
Right.
like the boy bands, NSYNC, Backstreet,
Right. 98
Britney
degrees.
Spears, 98 Degrees,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And so I latched onto it like crazy.
Yeah.
And then I saw how much girls loved
Bro,
boy
I'm
banders.
telling you.
And I was like, I have to be in a boy band. Like,
Hell yeah.
I have to.
Dude,
like,
hell yeah.
number one dream when I was growing up, I was like, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, I
I
must
need to be in a boy band. But I remember seeing how they got dressed, and there was outfits that they would wear that's like, I
Yeah.
want to look like that. I want
Yeah.
to dress like that.
I feel like it was a lot of denim.
A lot of
A lot
denim.
of
Yeah.
a lot of
There was, like-
hill figures. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like,
And NSYNC had this iconic photo where they were all wearing FUBU jerseys.
dude, that's what made me get a FUBU jersey. On God.
Yes.
On God.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Not these rappers out here.
Yeah.
Sing Justin motherfucking Timberlake.
Yeah.
It
Maybe wear a
explains
FUBU
so
jersey.
much, Renee.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Justin Timberlake in that baby blue 05 jersey.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Is that
So-
when you saw those music videos? Is that the moment that you knew that you cared a lot about fashion because you were caring about what they were wearing?
Yeah. I mean, I cared about, I think it just opened my mind up more to what, how I could dress.
Yeah.
Because I always cared about what I wore, even when I was little. You know, I like to dress myself, and there was certain pieces I remember I want to wear this, I want to wear that, I like wearing this, not that.
Right.
And then when the whole boy band thing, I saw how they were getting dressed at their concerts, music videos, on MTV, and I was like, oh, what are they wearing? That's cool. And that was kind of like really my only influence into, you know, certain styles. That was like the start of it.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
I really relate to that because as a kid, like I really like to dress myself. I like how you said, I like this, I like that. I'll wear this, I'll wear that. So we had a couple episodes back where I asked him like, where would you go spend your money when you were a kid? And when I asked him that question, because I was like reflecting of me as a kid, I wouldn't go spend my money like at GameStop or go to the movies. I would go to JCPenney and try to get like another shirt or something like that. So is that what you would do?
Yeah, I mean, I was spending my money on clothes, definitely, and I was thrifting a lot too as a kid.
Wow.
I think thrifting it wasn't a trend back then.
No,
it wasn't like,
bro.
dude, let's
you
go
got called
thrifting.
broke for going to.
Yeah.
It was it was at a
Macklemore.
resource. It was like my mom would take me to the.
It's my mom.
They would take me. They would call it the Google, which it was Goodwill. It was Goodwill. It's like vamos a la Google, and they would go to the Google. It's like, ma, yo no quiero ir a la Google. You no quiero ir a la Google, and like we would go pick out stuff. And then you'd be and that's just what you would wear, right? Or you'd go to the Traders Village at La Pulga and you'd pick a shirt from one of the stands.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was like was it wasn't thrifting back then. It was like, damn, we have to wear old clothes.
Yeah, it's just what, you know, what we had at our fingertips, what we could afford.
Yeah.
And even when my parents like could afford like nicer things, we always just went back to the thrift store. We never left it.
Yeah.
And
my mom swore by Ross.
Yeah.
Dude,
yo.
Marshalls, TJ Maxx,
to this day.
Reyes, bro.
To this day.
You find gems in there. I went to Marshalls. I think it was last year. There was this. There's this I think it was a British brand called Wales Bonner. They did a collaboration with Adidas, and they had some of their pieces in Ross.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
I was like, it was a size small. I couldn't wear it, but I was like, I should have copped it and flipped it.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude.
There's a lot of
too
flippable
big or
things
too
in
small
Ross.
balls. Yeah, but
Didn't like some Air One fragments end up at
Marshalls?
at TJ Maxx or Marshalls?
That was
Probably.
like maybe it may have happened once. But when I
Yeah,
see like
I think
Yeezys
so.
and like all these pranks like in Ross, I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever. Like, that's,
Is that
cap.
fake
That's
news? Is
cap.
that
yeah.
yeah?
I think
I don't know, but
No,
I know. No. The fragments I believe were real.
No,
Like-
it's because retailers, things that they don't sell, they put it on a pallet and they sell it to Ross, to Marshalls, to TJ Maxx as a pallet. It's like, hey, we'll give you
discounted
X
price.
amount for this whole pallet, and they take all the stuff, and it's all discounted stuff, and they sell it in their stores. So it's like a bundle. They're getting a bundle price directly from Nike, Adidas, Calvin Klein, whoever it is. But it's just
but they really do have good shit. Like I grew up on like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Ross, all that.
You just gotta dig.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like I used to get like my Echo shit there. I used to get my like Bat Farm shit there. You know
LRG,
what I mean? all that shit, man.
swag.
All that stuff, bro, and like, you know, like back when I used to try to do like American Eagle, I thought American Eagle, like my parents were like, yo, American Eagle's way too much. We had to do Aeropostale or like, then when like Hollister was like even a little up there, and Abercrombie, of course, it was definitely up there.
Oh,
at the
that
time.
Abercrombie was way too expensive.
Yeah, man.
It was Texan.
Yeah, and I used to, even basketball jerseys, I used to get all like authentic, like not even the replica jerseys, like not like the satin ones, but the stitched jerseys at TJ
Oh
Maxx and
yeah,
Marshalls.
you could find like legit.
Hell
good
yeah, bro!
jerseys.
Like I found so
that's
many
facts.
jerseys for the super low. You know what I mean? So shout out TJ Maxx and Marshall.
Yes.
Do you remember what trends were popping when you were younger, and you were like, damn, I gotta do this?
Yeah, a lot of trends that I regret that I look at photo like, cause I'd like to mix different styles.
Right.
And I would always go into my dad's closet and like mix his clothes with my clothes. That's where I first like discovered like Ralph Lauren, getting his polos and stuff like that. But you know, I would mix like some hip hop styles with some preppy styles.
Okay.
And I would like wear my Timbs and baggy jeans with like 3 popped collars, 3 pop like polo pop collars, you know, and with like a fat tie underneath. I was just like, and with my like spiky,
man,
you know,
dude.
frosted tip,
Frosted tips.
highlighted hair. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
I never did the frosted tips or the highlighted hair, but I did do the spiky hair.
I did the spiky hair. Bad look. Like,
bad look. I look back and I was like, dang.
Y'all did spiky hair?
Hell yeah.
Gel?
Oh yeah.
Did you do spiky? No, you look like a spiky hair kid.
LA
I
looks.
feel like nah.
You look
LA
like a
looks.
spiky
The
hair.
blue.
Yeah,
The
dude.
10 all the way to 10.
Bro, I used to gel my shit, and my parents
There'll be
always get onto me
icicles.
this.
It was like the Mexican starter pack for me. It was like the Dickies, the khakis, the white big tee, and then the spiky hair.
And
I can smell the LA.
the hot Cheetos for
Dude,
breakfast.
I put too much gel in my hair, bro, and like maybe after senior year, I stopped putting.
There's probably so
gel in
many
my hair.
toxins in that.
Probably,
Yeah.
man. I'm just like, dude, I finally found a barber senior year. Like, I used to get my shit at like Gray Clips and shit, but anyway. But yeah, so like, is there? So you said that like that's a fashion, sense that you regret. Is there like one that you're like, okay, this is like fucking cool, like, or somebody you were influenced by, like any like fashion designers, anybody like that to like influence like your younger years?
Yeah, I mean, I think a fond memory I have is what I said earlier about how I used to dig in my dad's closet.
Right.
Because I think that's really where I started to kind of express myself, and it like, because I wanted to be like, okay, what can I do different?
Right.
And I was like, sometimes I get bored with what was in my closet. I was like, I need to spice it up. I was like, what's in my dad's closet?
Yeah.
And I started to discover, like, these like wool plaid blazers in his closet, these different types of suits and different types of ties. And I would be like, okay, how can I mix his stuff with mine, make it look dope, make it look fresh?
Yeah.
To where like my dad, he worked at a hospital. He had like the lab coats.
Right.
I was like, yo, I kind of like that.
Right.
So I would wear it to school. I'd put like a hoodie under it, and I'd like just wear his lab coat to school. And I was like, because I like the silhouette, and now it's just like an overcoat. Essentially,
it really is. It really is just an overcoat.
Yeah, but I was like, man, this is dope. So like, I mean, some of that stuff I wouldn't wear, like probably wouldn't wear a lab coat out and about right now. But I am grateful for that time that I could just like dig through his closet, and he never cared either. He never said anything about it. I'll steal stuff out of his closet to this day.
Is your dad a stylish man?
Not really. He just doesn't know what he has.
Damn. And that's
It's in his
where it
blood.
starts. Yeah,
It's in his blood. He just don't know.
Here's a really nice shirt. He's like, I don't know. I just found it somewhere.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing clothes now?
On my own, I started my brand in 2017. So
Wow.
Damn.
5 years.
Okay. Dope.
Wow.
Now,
Jeez.
but on your own, now were you doing anything fashion related previously to that?
Yeah. Right before that, when I started it, I was working as a denim designer in LA. I was working for a brand out there, and then I had worked in various areas in the fashion industry, from like styling, personal styling, some celebrity styling, and then I worked even on like the wholesale side of things.
Oh, nice.
Doing some sales rep.
Damn, you've done like your part in just all these different avenues with clothing.
And retail too. Did many years of retail.
That's got to give you an advantage whenever you actually produce stuff, because it's like you've seen, like, experienced different aspects of it.
Yeah.
New pieces coming out, especially working retail. Like,
Yeah.
What was your first retail job?
American Eagle.
American Eagle.
Yeah.
Okay. I really fuck with American Eagle.
I did. I mean, I couldn't afford Abercrombie.
Yeah.
And then I also felt like I didn't belong in Abercrombie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I like American Eagle. I still can't afford it. Let me just get a job there and let me get that discount.
Hell yeah. No, that's dope, man. That's dope. So, like, we're all sneakerheads here.
Yeah.
So, was there ever a time like you like invested yourself in the hype beast culture, you would say?
Yeah, I mean, I think I grew up as a kid loving Michael Jordan.
Okay.
My parents never bought me his sneakers, but I always wanted his sneakers.
Right, okay.
But I remember I was 18 when I first got into sneakers.
Right.
Because I was at like freshman year of college. This dude was wearing the Georgetown Dunks.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, what are those? And where'd you get them? He was like, oh, man, they're Dunks. I got them at Foot Locker. And then, of course, I went to Foot Locker that day. They didn't have them. Sold out. They're gone. And then but I started researching online about Dunks. I bought my first pair of Dunks off of eBay soon after that. And then from there, I just started to get into sneakers, started collecting them. I wouldn't call myself a sneakerhead, but I do enjoy sneakers.
Okay.
I don't know everything about them, but I do love them.
The sneakerhead community, man, they'll grill you for it if you call yourself a sneakerhead.
Yeah, no,
and you
I'm
don't know
not-
your shit. You'd be like, you don't know the.
Yeah, the first thing they look at
I'm
is
not-
Yeah.
you
But
know.
you a fan of just like.
I'm a fan.
That's
What's
I
your
buy
most worn
sneakers.
shoe right now? You would say, like, what's the most worn shoe in your rotation?
Yeah.
Right now, it's these.
Oh, those
I
are
wear
fresh.
these a lot. But sneaker, probably my most worn sneaker right now. I bought the Rude Recess Lows.
Oh, those are
okay,
nice.
nice.
Yeah,
Those
the
are
red
fresh.
colorway.
The red colorway.
The
I
Root
wear
is
those a
actually
lot.
coming up. Root is actually coming up.
No,
They've been around,
coming
bro.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for a couple years. Yeah, I would say like
Yeah.
3, 4. Yeah, 3. Yeah.
So, doing their Vans collabs and shit.
Right.
Really good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of collaborations.
Oh,
go
speaking
ahead.
of Rude, sorry.
Oh,
is that,
wait, no,
is that someone you
Speaking
look
of
up to?
rude, and
Yeah,
rude.
Super rude.
Because Regi is
He's Filipino.
Is that someone you look up to?
Yeah, man. I remember like I ran into him in LA a few times, and I would
That's dope.
just have conversations with him. Super nice guy. Willing to offer up wisdom in anything, any question you ask, he would answer.
Damn,
but
that's dope.
yeah,
It's crazy how he blew up just off that bandana shirt.
yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
now I look at it. I've had him on Instagram since he came up with that because I wanted that bandana shirt.
Yeah.
And looking at where the brand is right now and what he does, like with McLaren and
Yeah, now
all
he's
Vans and all type of stuff, it's crazy.
Creative
that brand
director
is just,
of Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I mean, to
Bali.
see him, like a Filipino in that space at the level he's at, it's like we've never seen it before. He's really
Yeah.
pioneered it for, our people. So to see that, super inspiring.
And he
just-
always talks about giving back to the Filipino culture and always
Yeah.
being himself being proud of being Filipino and being able to pave a way for other
yeah.
people. Is there
Yeah.
someone else that you say you'd look up to?
I look up to Jerry Lorenzo a lot.
Jerry Lorenzo.
yeah.
He's come a long way.
Yeah, he
The
has.
Kanye.
Because he came
Yeah.
from. Did you ever run into him into LA? Because he came from
No.
Diesel, right?
I think he used to work at a diesel store. Like he worked retail there. So, but
Yeah.
I never ran into him. I never seen him.
And
at
same
all.
thing with him. He came off the scoop tees with the zippers on the side.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
came
Remember
off
that.
of that.
the
That,
joggers.
and then he
that
had
whole
those
era.
cut off flannels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
like
that.
it's just
That
crazy,
went
man. Like
bananas.
just one silhouette can make you blow up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fear of God was
Yeah.
running shit for a minute.
Yeah,
man.
dude, that
Like,
whole
Yeah.
Yeezus
shit,
era.
yeah.
For
They
sure.
that whole look, the distressed denim.
was, man.
Yeah, the motorcycle
The
denims.
yeah,
This shit
the
Fear
layered
of
shit.
God. This shit is actually.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
So I look up to him a lot, just how because, I'm a believer like him, like I'm a Christian,
Right.
but how he's been able to like
Mesh
incorporate
fashion.
his faith with his creativity. And it's not this weird thing that's like, oh, this weird
Yeah.
Christian brand. It's just like, yo, it's
Yeah.
just a dope brand.
Yeah.
He believes in God.
Yeah.
It's a big influence in what he does. And I'm like, that's
Inspiring.
excellent. Yeah. Yeah. So-
He's definitely one of like my favorite designers now. Like even Joe Freshgoods is pretty good. I
Oh,
love
Joe
Freshgoods is
Freshgoods.
good.
Yeah, he's awesome.
We were
of
talking.
course.
We were talking about New Balance. He's been killing.
Yeah,
it with
he's been
it.
killing. I
Yeah.
think he's about to come out with the 550 silhouette. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, man.
I think so. But I think
They're doing it
him,
right.
he's killing the game right now. I love like Pharrell. Pharrell's my guy.
Pharrell is always like,
Yeah.
he's in
Tastemaker.
this like
He's always in the
another-
mix with the
another
dopest
level.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he is. So other than
Mm-hmm.
your dad's closet, if there
Yeah.
was 3 people that you would raid closets from, who would it be?
Oh, interesting. That's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, great.
Man, some people some of the people I look up to their style, they're not very well known in the public.
Yeah,
Say the
speakers.
name.
Yeah, say it. Put us on. Put us on.
There's a guy in the fashion industry. I forget exactly what he does now, but he used to work for the Fader magazine. He had his own shop. He was like a menswear buyer for a long time. His name is Josh Peskowitz.
Okay.
I met him a few times in LA and just had been following his career. His style, I love his style.
Okay.
I also like to look at dudes who kind of had the same body type as me,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
my shoulders are a bit broader. I'm
Right.
not super tall at all, and like I got thick, stocky legs. So I'm like, who
Right. Right.
has a
Fits you.
similar
Yeah. Who you could rock their clothes kind
Yeah.
of stylish.
Because also like I love someone like Jeff Goldblum. I
Yeah.
love his
he has
style.
fit.
He has swag.
Yeah,
He has
I
fit.
love his
Sheesh.
style. But I'm like, he's what 6'4", like
Yeah.
you know, a string bean. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
I can't. I don't look like that.
Right.
I
He
love
be
his
rocking
style.
the Prada though.
Yeah.
He loves Prada, man.
He's killing it.
Dude, but it's
He a
crazy
fresh-
that people just started realizing that like he's actually like really good at dressing himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic taste.
The other two.
So Josh Peskowitz. There's another guy. He's like he was a menswear buyer. He wears a ton of different hats in the fashion industry. His name is Nick Wooster.
Okay.
He's like a shorter dude,
Yeah.
kind of like
Shout out.
yeah, all the short kings out there. Yeah.
Diego.
Boy, I'll dunk on all of y'all.
The petite kings.
Proceed.
Yeah, so
Petite king.
Nick Wooster, he's got incredible style. He loves a lot of Japanese brands and silhouettes. And who else?
I know it's tough. Maybe a celebrity. Maybe a celebrity. That
Yeah,
you
let
look
me
for.
go with a celebrity.
Yeah, go with celeb.
Let
Yeah,
me go with a celebrity.
Adam Sandler.
dude, but he can
He
get away
gets
with
butt-
it though.
Yeah,
Let me
he Adam
get those.
Sandler. He does whatever he wants.
You know, he just
Basketball
rolls out-
shorts, those XXX basketball
Yeah,
shorts.
man, he's
everywhere.
playing with NBA Volume Street 3.
Yeah.
You know, basketball shorts. You know,
Oh my gosh.
you did mention.
I'm
Jeff
gonna
Goldblum.
do. I did. I think I'm gonna go with a woman
Ooh,
and go Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton.
Diane Keaton.
Wow.
She's fly. She wears a lot of androgynous clothing that can go like, you know, it could be unisex.
Right.
So, and she kind of has this wild, funky style.
Okay.
She dresses a lot in black and white, but I appreciate her out of the box thinking. Like it's kind of wacky.
Yeah, but it looks elegant, right?
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
looks
yeah.
amazing. But it's just I like seeing people who will dress kind of like wacky, a little zany, because it's like
Right.
we need that reminder of like, you know what, I can put on something a little wacky today too if
Yeah.
I wanted to. It's all good.
Right, of course,
So-
of course. So like it went back before Daniel was saying something.
He was rude.
He was being really rude. Are you new here? but so if there was a collaboration that you would do with someone, I know
Yeah.
you mentioned Jerry Lorenzo, but if there was somebody you would love, like a fashion house that you would love to design for, like who would it be?
Man, like a brand, I would love to collaborate with Sakai.
Ooh, I love Sakai's shit, man.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
how they put different garments together.
Are they the
is
ones that who
insane.
just did the women's dress and they made it all techy?
I don't know. I didn't see that
I
one.
think Sakai did like a
Honestly,
a-
probably.
a little black dress for women.
Yeah.
And it's all it looks like it's made by acronym. It's like all techy. It looks like it's made.
It's something that they would
they
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think women, like women's wear in general, I think is the best fashion in general. I don't think
Yeah.
they don't be going crazy for men's stuff. I think women in general they're still going crazy.
I look a lot to women's style for inspiration.
yeah.
So there's like even like YouTube channels I watch is a lot of like women's style. I
Right.
love how they dress, how they carry themselves.
Yeah.
Especially I really love looking at French women. Their like classic way of dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super inspiring.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. No, for sure. No, I mean, like I think even with women's sneakers, like even like I really appreciate a woman who could dress. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's an attractive quality.
Yeah.
Like, if you could
Absolutely.
dress, like cool. You know what I'm saying? At least one of us could dress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I'll get up there. But nah,
Do you like a girl with better sneaker game than you?
you know,
Damn.
yo, I don't know.
If she had more heat than you, could you
know,
date her?
You know, I wouldn't mind it.
Say it with your chest.
This is a really rough question, but I would say no. I would say I am attracted to like women. Like if she had a better sneaker game than me, cool. Like I'm cool with that. Like I can sleep at night. You know what I mean? But if it's like constant, like, oh, did you get this drop? And she got like her size, and I'm like, I'm a size 13, so
Okay.
like my sizes
Yeah.
always go first. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but if she had a better sneaker game than me, I'll allow it. I'll go for it. What about you?
Okay.
What about y'all?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
hard
yeah,
I
question.
would. I wouldn't care, bro.
You wouldn't care?
No, if that means she dressing dope.
All right.
And I know I'm
There you
undressed
go.
dope, and so
Okay.
that's dope.
Okay. What if she comes in with beat Air Force Ones? How are you gonna feel?
No, that would not. That would not.
I cannot.
That would not happen. We would not be talking.
Beat Air Force Ones or Hirachis?
Ooh.
Who would you take? Who would you take?
Beat Air Force One, girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I think so too.
You think so?
Yeah, Hirachi. That's
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know, man.
I'll go with the
Hirachis.
Beat Air Force too.
Girls in Hirachis, is that a
Who's
thing?
still watching?
Like,
Who's still
sheesh.
wearing Hirachis? I haven't
You know,
seen
I
it.
don't know, but there's a certain community.
That's that hot Cheetos for breakfast
man.
community, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, but how do you feel about Crocs? Do you like Crocs?
Oh.
Me?
Oh.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on them,
Right.
but
Alex, what you wearing today?
What are you wearing, Alex? Are you wearing Crocs today?
I was nervous for the boy.
I've had a lot of friends
Throw 'em all
transition
in the
into
pit.
Crocs. I've had a lot of friends transition
yeah.
into Crocs.
I mean, I get
I
it,
don't know.
this ironic fashion type of thing, but I'm like, I'm never gonna buy a pair of Crocs.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do comfy, I'm gonna do definitely not gonna do Crocs. I could do something else. Now
Yeah.
for the
some
irony,
slides.
like
Yeah.
I'm
the
not,
Yeezys, the one that
No, not even like
Yeah.
you can because Crocs are like what $24.
Yeah, and the
Like-
foam runners or what?
How much?
50, they're 50 now.
$50.
$50
for Crocs? That's a crock of shit.
Yo.
Boy.
But you never buy it as a guy. Your girlfriend buys it for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no,
Oh,
you
whatever, Alex.
You know you
Whatever.
want. You know you
Don't
want
put
a
this
pair.
on your lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost all my guy friends, bro. They go
Finessed
out of
it.
pocket.
Sure, man. That's
Wow.
if that's you just gotta say you wanted some Crocs, bro. That's all you need
That's
to say.
okay, man. Yeah, you can say you
Yeah,
like
you
Crocs.
say it with your
It's all
chest,
good.
bro. You know,
all
it's
good.
all right.
It's a
Be
safe
proud,
space.
man.
We
Be
accept
proud.
you for who you are, Alex.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, no, yeah. Sneaker game. I really do appreciate how women dress. Like,
Yeah.
it's really attractive quality. But like, you know, there's a, you know, yeah. No.
Do you feel like social media is good for fashion? Like you think, is it good? Is it bad? Because there's
I
a lot of
mean-
That is a
TikTok
good
trends.
question.
There's a lot of TikTok trends. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Instagram and fast fashion that's going around. Do you feel
Yeah.
like that's a positive or negative thing in the industry?
Ooh, that's
Man,
a
I
good
think-
question.
I think it can be positive and negative. I think there's a right way to use social media.
Right.
But I think a lot of times like it's using us, and I think even with like trends and stuff like that, I think it's great for people to get them to participate in something and they kind of feel like they're a part of something.
Right.
But I mean, it's opened up the world to seeing inspirations from everywhere. You can access whatever, whenever, like
Right.
quickly. And, you know, I think it's not really lending a hand for people to really formulate what their style is. I think people
Kinda
will
just-
copy a lot.
Just be biting what they see on TikTok,
Yeah.
going like, "Oh, I want to buy
I
that."
feel like on
Yeah.
social media, you know, it's a good place to get inspiration and stuff. But I feel like a
Absolutely.
lot of people get carried away and just make it like unoriginal, you know?
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
do like the exact same thing, you know? And I get there's like a clear line with that, but
Yeah.
I feel like if you can find that gap within fashion, I think within everything, if you find inspiration with it on social
Yeah.
media.
Including yours, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen anything like this in Dallas. At
Oh,
all.
Man,
man.
for real.
Or even
the custom
Thank you.
pieces.
Custom pieces like
There's
this?
some dope custom designers in Dallas. I know we've met a couple, but like yours really like it
Yeah.
seems like you've been doing this, like you know the fabrics,
Yeah.
you know the layouts, the silhouettes that you want on the jackets, and
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
No, it's
Appreciate
sick.
it.
It's sick, man. It's sick. So
Yeah, because I mean, social media. I mean, it's great to see all this stuff on there, and it's great to see what other people are doing, and it's cool to. I mean, I think you can be inspired by it, and you can find inspiration on there. I think of social media, even with like all the TikTok trends and real trends, I kind of see it as like. It kind of reminds me of line dancing, like.
okay.
Most people, you put them out on the dance floor, they don't know what to do.
Right.
So what gets everyone to the dance floor? At weddings, parties, whatever, a line
Right.
dance. Put on the cha-cha slide. Put on, you know, the
Cupid
Cupid
shuffle.
shuffle.
Yeah.
Everyone gets out there because, we have moves that we can do. We have, like,
Oh.
I know what to do to this song. I can
Okay.
dance to this song.
Right.
you know, put on something else.
Yeah.
And I just have to go out there and move. It's like, let me get my drink.
So you're
My drink and my two
So you're
steps.
saying
Yeah,
it's
two-step
more
back, oh, yeah.
more accessible fashion trends is why it's so
Yeah,
common.
I
right?
think a lot of people, especially now, want to get dressed,
Right.
but they don't know how to,
Yeah.
and they don't
Yeah.
know where to start. So they
Lames.
look at
No, I'm just kidding.
TikTok, they look at Instagram, they look at all this stuff, and they're like seeing it, and they're like, oh yeah, like, and all these especially types of trends, fashion trends that are with like TikTok and Reels, they're like, oh, let me just copy that exactly. I can
Yeah.
do that. I can do that, which is great. I think that's a starting point. I think
Right.
that can be a starting point where we all kind of copy something until we,
create
Yeah.
a more organic sense
And
of
yeah.
fashion, right?
but it's easy to just get stuck in that social media wheel where you don't look outside.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Of
you'll be like,
social
oh, I
media.
found this. I got started here. Let me just keep looking over here, and
Yeah.
then I'll get something good out of this.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
People
yeah.
get stuck there, and all of a sudden, like it's just Instagram trends that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
And you're not able to build your own sense of
Yeah.
style.
And then it's just that Spider-Man meme, just like,
Everybody knew. Everyone knew.
Now, is there a trend that you've caught yourself falling into? You're like, you know what, this is pretty cool.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I think trends are great. I think just
Right.
pick and choose which ones that you want to participate in and that like reflect who you are, but also don't invest a lot of money into those trends because
They come and go.
They come and go.
Yeah.
What trend?
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
what
I
would be your
love
favorite trend.
I love the workwear like Carhartt
Yeah.
trend right now. Like I
Shamir.
have some
Yeah.
double knees. I have like a vintage Carhartt
Yeah.
jacket, and I'm very much inspired by like
Yeah.
traditional workwear, like
That's the sense I get from
silhouettes.
your saddle
Yeah,
jacket.
the
Yeah.
silhouettes, the construction, how this is constructed exactly like a workwear jacket. The type of seams I'm doing,
Right.
how I'm sewing it, it's workwear seams. So, yeah, I love that whole workwear trend.
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm wearing it.
Do you have a favorite piece that you've done? Like, what's number
Ooh.
one?
Number one.
Probably there's this overshirt I created called the Proximity overshirt,
Okay.
and I did it in this like charcoal colored denim close to this, and then like I put this black suede on top of it,
Okay.
and that's probably my
I think
favorite
I've
piece.
seen that piece. Did you sell that piece? I think it was at the pop-up ad.
I think
Arts
I had it at the
Uprising.
yeah.
I
I think
think
I had
so.
it at
Yeah.
I definitely had it at the pop up.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Sick jacket. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's a little. I mean, I design everything. My design philosophy is like different but familiar.
Okay.
Let me try to design stuff that, when you first look at it, it's like, oh, that looks different. But the more you look at it, when you wear it, like, oh, this is familiar. This isn't some avant-garde piece that is just like that I have no connection to. It's just I feel like I'm wearing a costume.
Right.
But that piece might feel a little bit different for some people, just the way I designed it.
Right.
With just like, I kind of took the pattern pieces and I scaled them down and cut out the suede pieces and sewed them on top. So as this, I mean, I think the color blocking of it, I think it's visually beautiful.
No, it is.
So-
You'll have to see it.
Damn.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's sick. I think I've seen it. I think is it still on your Instagram by chance?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
we'll have to
Instagram,
we'll
for
have to
sure.
do that at halftime.
Yeah.
But-
When it comes to designing, what gets you most exciting? Like, is it the color when you're choosing color palettes?
Yeah.
Silhouettes, getting inspired. Like, what seems to be the most exciting?
Yeah. Man, I think when I have an idea and then I find the right denim that I want to put to it, and then like the color of it, that's super exciting. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I think this will work. But I get really excited when I'm actually sewing the piece and it's coming together,
Yeah.
Right.
and I get in that flow of like, okay, this is coming out.
Right.
This is coming out exactly how I want it to. And then I get into that flow of just like, okay, let me finish this piece. Let me get this sample done. And then I'm like holding it in my hands at the end and I'm like, wow, like
You
this
made
is
this
it.
shit. Like,
Yeah. This was just an idea like yesterday.
Now you're holding it in your hand.
And today, like it's in my hand. It's on
That's
my body.
awesome.
I'm like, this is,
That's
I
amazing.
love that process.
Where do you get inspiration, like, for your designs? Like, what are you looking at? Is it mood boards? Is it something
Yeah.
on the internet? Nature, architecture? What is it?
Yeah, I mean, nature. I love nature. I love, especially when we lived in LA, there was a lot of nature out there. We also lived kind of close to some mountains, so I'd always go up to the mountains. I'd like to look at little details of nature, like break open a pine cone and see all the different designs and colors that are in a pine cone, or, you know, break open a flower and see what's inside of a flower. I love nature. I also love architecture. I love the lines that you can see in it, because my pieces, I like to create them. I mean, it's denim, and I like to use mostly some heavyweight denim. So I like to create structure. So I think I like pieces that are structured. So I look at different architecture a lot. And then I also get, you know, I love to tell stories in pieces. So I'll use a lot of like inspiration from my life, just like any personal stories. I'm like, I want to tell it. Yeah. So I just want to use that stuff to tell stories, and I'm like, okay, like I want to tell this story. Like, how can I communicate this story into a piece, and what would that look like? And
that's fashion, though, like the storytelling, right?
Yeah. That's you know, I think that's fashion at its finest. You know, which is, not every piece is going to be like, okay, here's this like deep, beautiful story. And that's something I struggled with at first, because I wanted to create like all these narrative driven pieces.
Right, something meaningful.
Yeah. But sometimes I would just have a dope idea, and I was like, but there's not really a story behind it. I'm like,
you still gotta execute it though.
But I struggled with that at first, and I was like, no, everything has to have a story. I'm just trying to be this artist. Blah, blah. Like, no, man, get over yourself, bro. No. So I'm like, no, it's the story is it came from me, and then, like it's my idea, and it's still part of who I am. So I just started creating stuff, even if it didn't come from like some experience or story I had. I'm like, yo, it's still needs to be created. So
speaking of struggles, what are struggles that you run into like when designing and stuff?
I mean, there could be designer's block. Like if I want to create something, and you know, I'm like, I haven't created in a while, I haven't done something new, like what am I gonna do? And just trying to search for something meaningful to create. That I think also in designing, I think pattern making is the hardest thing in creating clothes. So I think trying to figure out how the pattern works, and just when it sews together, does it drape right? Does it fit right? That's just like a technical problem I can run into.
Is it one of those, like, the more that you do it, you kind of get, like, in the swing of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just with anything, the more practice, the more you do it, the better you get at it, the more you figure out, okay, you know, this is bunching up here, you know, right here at the armhole. Oh, okay, I know what to do to the pattern. You curve it this way, take out this much in it. So, yeah, it was a lot of trial and error and just learning. So, but still running into those problems.
Okay. You know, this is very Nardwar of me to do. So there's other things outside of fashion you do. I heard that so who's your favorite football team?
Washington football team.
How
Soon
do you
to announce their new name tomorrow.
What?
No,
I'm sorry.
They've just announced it.
No, bro, don't tell me. You know, are you serious?
Yeah.
Actually tell me. This is live. What is it?
Yeah, they literally you were talking about it and it just came up. You want
what
me
is
to tell
it?
you?
Tell me.
The Washington Commanders.
Oh, Commanders!
Tomatoes!
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, literally, it just came up on my Twitter. Like, it just said, like, it was so funny. You guys were talking about it, and it literally just came up.
Washington Commanders.
That's some Nardwar shit right there.
Admirals was, like, in the running. I was like, okay, I think I'd be okay with it. I think, like, Red Wolves.
That would have been cool.
That would have been sick.
Red Wolves sounds like a fantasy team.
Yeah, it kind of does. There was like also like the Washington Hogs, which goes back into like the history of the team, which I was cool. But I think Washington Presidents was one of them too. I was
the Washington White Houses.
Oh my god!
Jeez,
wow.
I don't know. Dang,
Washington Commanders.
I don't know if I like that. I mean, it'll probably stick.
No, we'll see how the logo looks and the colors.
No, the logo.
The logo looks kind of cool. It's kind
what
of
is
like
it?
It's because it had leaked before, and I think it's just like a presidential seal looking type thing where it just says Washington Commanders. So they don't even have like an actual mascot yet.
It'll be interesting to see what jerseys they come up with.
Yeah.
If Like, 'cause
I think they're gonna keep
this,
the colors.
this
I think
gives
they'll
them
keep
The colors are gonna stay the same.
I think
Yeah,
so. I
that
think they're keeping
red
the
and
colors.
yellow.
This would be an opportunity though. What if
I
they chose
think-
their fuck it, we're going blue.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think-
honestly, just move to a whole other city. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
think
just me.
it's dope. Like how Pittsburgh has
Yeah.
black and yellow for all their teams.
Yeah,
I think it'd be tight
The Phillies.
if all
Washington
cities
teams.
had
The
the same color for all their teams, which would be harder because there's only so many colors and you
Right.
get into different shades. But the
True.
idea of that,
Dallas kind of has that.
Not
No,
really.
not the
No.
Rangers.
We're
Not
all
the
over
Rangers.
the place,
Rangers
bro.
the
And
only
the
red.
Stars.
But they all have
Stars.
blue. They all have blue.
Blue.
Cowboys.
not the
Mavs.
stars.
The Stars don't. Yeah, the Stars don't have them.
Stars
yeah.
and Mavs
Black,
got green,
green,
blue, greenish.
gold.
Oh
Who
yeah,
else?
you're right.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
dude.
Dallas
We're just
sports
a colorful
fucking
The
city,
Texans
bro.
have blue. The
Red,
Mavs
red,
have
white, and
blue. The Cowboys have blue. The Rangers have blue. The Spurs are just black and white. But I mean, no one really cares about the Spurs, though.
Yeah,
That's because
nobody
we
cares
too
about the
busy
Spurs.
winning, bro.
No,
Wow.
man.
Too busy
You
taking
guys
dubs, bro.
suck,
That's
bro.
my boy out.
The Spurs, really?
No one really cares
Bro,
about the Spurs.
What have the Mavs?
Bro, who's
Conference championship banners?
Bro,
Get the
who's
fuck
even on
outta
the
here.
Spurs anymore? Like,
I don't-
DeJounte Murray, bro.
Oh, he's-
All-star.
he's
That
raw,
boy
he's
is
raw.
cold. DeJounte Murray.
Yeah,
No, y'all better put some respect.
yeah.
Hey.
So that's your favorite football team.
Yeah.
So how does it feel to be in a rivalry city, and when the Redskins come on, you have to wear
The
a
what?
Redskins jersey?
What did you call this? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm canceled.
That name is canceled.
Oh yeah, I'm,
Bleep
I'm
that out.
canceled. I'm canceled.
Do you mean the Commanders?
Yeah,
The
it's gonna
Washington-
say it's gonna be a headline. Renee is canceled for calling the Reds. I'm like, yo, I just said the name, bro.
Commanders.
But yeah, so like, how does it
Man.
feel to be like, yo, there's all these Cowboys fans? Is it cringe?
No, man. I mean, I don't hate the Cowboys, man. I mean, I'm diehard for my team,
Right.
but I don't throw hate out like
Right.
that.
You're
I
a
mean, I will
realist.
for fun, like if we're
Yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah,
the game
playing.
with, I'll play into it. It's fun, but like
Right.
at the end of the day, I'm like, yo,
Are you an LA Rams fan?
yeah,
Dang.
I'm cheering for the Rams.
Shout out
You
to
should-
Cooper
yeah.
Cup.
So
I
you-
want them.
Shout out
Cooper
What,
Cup.
the Rams?
I want the Rams.
No.
But I fucks with Joe.
Matthew
I fuck with
I
Joe.
fuck, yeah,
Yeah,
I,
I want Joe to. I want Joe to
Joe
win.
did it, Joe.
Shiesty.
Oh,
Joe
actually,
Shiesty's cold. I'll give him
I
his
like
props.
Joe. I like
Yeah,
Joe
bro.
Burrow.
He's really well spoken too. Like after that interview when he won the game and stuff like that, like he was like talking about, you already know who, and then, but, he was talking about like how like the football thing was like whatever. Like he was like it's not just whatever, but like he was like it's a real thing. He understands that, but like when people like LeBron like tweet at him saying like, "Hey, good luck at
Oh,
the
yeah,
Super Bowl"
yeah,
and
so
stuff like that, he was like, "That's
that's
where
surreal.
things start." That's like surreal to him, and I was like, "Man, that's really cool," because like a knowledgeable football player would be like, "Yeah, I've been waiting this my whole life. I've been playing since I was Pee Wee and blah blah
Yeah.
blah." But he was like, "Nah, man, LeBron tweeting at me. That's me, bro."
Bro,
Like, I'm
second
like,
year
yo,
in the league, he's still
Yeah.
he's still a young kid, man.
Yeah.
He going to the Super Bowl. That shit's wild.
That
He
is
came
Yeah.
out, dripped out to the stadium.
I
That's,
know.
that's when they should have known that they lost. 'cause
That
he-
photo
yeah.
of him.
the Cartier frames,
Yeah,
and
with the Nike
He had some
chain.
buffs on.
Yeah,
the
the-
black turtleneck, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Bro, yeah, and they asked him. They asked him if they were fake dimes. He was like, "I make too much money for these to be fake."
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that was like,
What a
dang.
flex.
Yeah,
What a
I was
flex.
like, jeez. But
Yeah.
I'm going for Cincinnati this game because I feel like they're the underdogs.
I ain't mad
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Underdogs.
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
I
if
just
they
want a
won.
good game, bro.
I just
Yeah.
want them to
Yeah,
have
me
fun,
too.
honestly.
I will vote with you
As
to
long
have
as they
fun.
have fun, that's what
If
matters.
Cincinnati does it,
That's
that's
a
for
win
Harambe,
for
bro.
everybody.
Yeah, for Harambe, bro.
They,
for
they put on
Harambe.
for the city.
They did.
Oh,
But
man.
like I like Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that. But I'm glad to not see another Chiefs Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want. I want something new.
I want something.
And the Bengals haven't been to the Super Bowl since '88.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This man's been
And with
watching
the-
ESPN.
He's a Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator over here. Like,
Yeah.
That's right.
wow.
You got the mustache and all. You ready?
Senor Garcia.
Up in the booth.
Coach got his here.
You're laughing, but we got the best defense in the game, and that's because of me and Dan Quinn. Me and Dan Quinn. Dan Garcia and Dan Quinn. That's us.
Oh my
Wow.
God, this
Trayvon
guy.
Diggs, Micah Parsons. That's
So
us.
Y'all's defense is tight.
so outside of being with like being a Redskins fan, you're also
Renee, they're not called that.
Oh my God!
The
what are they
Commanders.
called? The Commanders. They're the Commanders
Dang,
now.
the Commanders.
The Washington Wizards won.
The Washington Wizards.
Our stock just went down. Our stock just went down.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
We are trending.
Oh my God.
We're on Twitter. It's
Dang,
over.
dang. Alex leaked the footage on Instagram Live. TMZ. We're gonna be on Dallas, Texas TV tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Yeah. So I heard from a little birdie that you used to dance Used to be a dancer.
Man.
Talk to us about that,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, that's why I moved to LA. Was
Really?
to dance, to be a dancer.
Oh,
to,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, so I went to what led me to LA. I went to school my sophomore year of college. I went to the school in Lynchburg, Virginia called Liberty University.
Okay.
I joined a dance team there.
Okay.
That was my friends, my crew. And then there was this dude at our school. His name was Alan Powell.
Okay,
He was
shout
like
Alan.
he was like an artist, singer, you know, and we became his backup dancers.
Okay.
And then after that year of school, he was like, yo, I'm going to move to LA, pursue my music career. I have interest from Sony. Like, they want to sign
wow.
me. It's like, y'all should come with me, be my backup dancers. And
Oh,
then,
damn.
so it was just like, there was 4 of us.
Right.
And then just myself and my buddy Lano. We were the only 2 that were like, yo, let's go. So we went with him.
Damn.
Moved to
Jeez.
LA, knew nothing about what we were getting ourselves into,
That's
but nothing happened with
really
Alan's career. His career is popping now as
Yeah.
like an actor. He's a movie producer, actor.
Nice.
Oh, that's
He's doing
awesome.
amazing stuff. His solo career didn't pan out like he thought it would, or
Right,
we
right.
thought it would.
right.
But going out there, we discovered the whole dance world, and we started taking like dance classes, hip hop classes.
Okay.
We got into that, got agents, and started auditioning for like artists, music videos, stuff like that. And
Okay.
I did that thing for a while.
Okay. So like,
Yeah.
what is there like any names you could say?
Yeah, man.
Flex
I
on
mean,
'em.
Yeah,
I
flex on
danced.
us.
I danced for Jason Derulo.
Okay,
For,
Jason Derulo.
Jason.
That's lit.
Yes.
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
come on, I like some of his songs. Okay, he's a good singer. I thought he looked like Chris Brown when he first came out. Low key.
For real?
Yeah, for sure. When he first came out, I thought he looked like Chris Brown.
I mean, he tried to be Chris Brown.
Yeah.
No shade, Jason.
No shade, Jason. All right, so Jason Derulo.
I danced for Kesha.
Kesha, that's lit.
Yeah, I
Damn.
danced for like Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wayne Brady,
So
the guy from Whose Line Is It?
yeah,
Anyways?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he can sing. He can do
Yeah,
all that.
he
bro.
put
it
out
all.
like an
He's
album.
Yeah, he does it all.
Yeah.
He's like
I knew
he's
he
like a
was
Jamie
funny.
Foxx.
I knew
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
funny, but
He can sing.
Yeah, he can
Man
sing his
of
ass
different
off.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you've seen Whose Lines It anyway. Like he'll do. Like,
He would do
little-
sing a lot of singles.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Yeah. So
Okay. So,
did that and just like some movies, some commercials and stuff like that, and then, but yeah, just and was in the scene out there too. So it's just a lot of, you know, dancing in different like local shows and
Right.
stuff out there.
If
so.
you had to describe the LA scene, like music, dance, all that in one sentence, how would you describe it?
and should Up to Something move over there. To LA.
Shamir would go solo.
He's like,
Don't let it
"Lord."
get to you. Stay rooted out here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? You think like going to LA, you feel like it's a little more oversaturated with a lot of things, like kind of like
Oh,
in New
yeah.
York and like I would
Yeah,
even say
yeah.
Atlanta now. I feel like everybody's trying to go to Atlanta like for hip hop.
Yeah, those are hot spots.
Yeah.
You know, Atlanta, New York, LA. I would say LA. I don't know. Describe the scene. It's a hodgepodge of
Yeah.
a lot of different stuff.
Really.
The dance scene. I mean, the dance scene out there is super small. Well, there's 2 different dance scenes out there.
Right.
There's the entertainment side.
Right.
Jabberwockies.
Shout
The
out to
other
Jabberwockies.
side is the Jabberwocky
Oh,
side.
okay.
damn,
Yeah.
they have their own side.
Well, it's not.
Well,
It's
like
not.
break
It's
dancing.
not called the Jabberwocky side. So there's like a whole. There's the entertainment side, which I was in, which I was
Oh,
like,
gotcha.
you're dancing, you're auditioning for artists, music videos, for movies, stuff like that.
Right.
Then there's the side which were like Jabberwockies before they were famous, and like
Right.
still now, where they function in was like the team world. So there's like
World of
it's
Dance type stuff.
World of Dance type
Yeah.
stuff.
America's
All,
Best.
Or the
Yeah.
Red Bull, like the Red Bull breakdance and stuff. My cousin
Yeah.
put me on. He used to be breakdancing.
Yeah. So all that
Yeah.
stuff, it started with like, it was a college thing. It was like these collegiate dance teams. It was a lot of like Filipino dance teams, like UC Irvine and a bunch of other schools. They're from like San Diego up to the Bay. All these college teams put these dance crews together, and they would do all these competitions. Like World of Dance, the TV show, comes from like a competition that actually happened in Vegas, where all these teams would come together and like compete. Like whoever had the best routine wins, and they turned that into a TV show. But so that was like the other side of the dance scene, and those two worlds were like completely separate. But I think the best dancers were on the team side.
The team side.
Yeah.
Like America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to love that.
That
show.
show was dope.
Yeah, like the first season, Cabo Modern. I think they were on the first season.
Yeah, I think they were on the first season too.
Yeah, they were like one of the original like collegiate teams that like all that world of dance came from. It started with like they were like one of the original crews.
Right.
So
Damn.
but yeah.
Dang. Yeah, no, like America's Best Dance Crew. That used to like have a chokehold on me. Pause, but like,
Fast forward.
Look, for real. Like I used to like love watching that show. Like every season, like Super Crew. I used to love.
Oh
Super
yeah,
Crew.
they were tight.
Super Crew was dope.
Quest
Yeah.
Crew.
Quest
Quest
Crew.
Crew. They were super fun.
The second season, like I don't know, but
Quest. I forget what season they were on.
Oh.
There was a bunch of good crews on there, man.
okay.
I love.
I
that
just always
show.
like how they flipped the music to
Yeah,
fit
oh,
their routine.
Yeah.
And
They had-
JC
they-
was a judge. That's
yeah.
crazy. What the, I was like, really? Out of everybody?
JC, Lil Mama,
Yeah.
Shane
Lil
Sparks.
Mama,
Yeah,
yeah.
Little Mama. Yeah,
Man.
shout out Little Mama. But so you're a man that does fashion, dancing, and you also act as well. Is that true?
I do, man. I
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Talk to us
So,
about it. Like,
Yeah. I mean, nothing. I don't know. It's like I do a lot of commercial acting.
Yeah,
out
I
here
have
in
a couple
Dallas.
Oscars.
yeah,
you know?
you know what I'm saying?
They're on the shelf, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got a couple Emmys over here.
Close to an EGOT. You know?
EGOT, okay.
Close to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Put the world's best dance crew on there. No,
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. But
So
okay.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of just like commercials out here. Because I actually never did acting in LA. It was just strictly dance. But I came out here,
Right.
and then I had a buddy who worked in kind of the modeling world out here. Edgar, shout out Edgar.
Shout out.
He introduced me to his agents, and then I got signed over at the Campbell agency.
Oh, shout out
And then-
Campbell Agency. Yeah.
And so just been doing some acting stuff. I did do a TV show last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was on like one episode of Fear the Walking Dead.
No
What?
shit.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah,
Where
so-
do they film?
Austin. Well, it didn't always film in Austin, but right now it's filming in Austin.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Is that like a spin-off of The Walking
Walking
Dead?
Dead?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think that was the second one, because there's like a few different ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was apparently, I think it was supposed to be like the prequel of like what happened before
Yeah.
The Walking Dead, but now it's on its 7th season.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched Walking Dead in a while. But.
Yeah, me either.
So like, what scene were you in? Were you like a
Were
zombie?
you a zombie?
No, I was like this kind of henchman dude that was part of this cult. I carried around a rifle the whole time.
The
I had,
Illuminati.
Damn.
Exactly.
Did you have a talking line?
So I was supposed to have a talking line. I was supposed to be in 2 episodes, but then they cut the second. They rewrote the next episode, and they wrote my character out.
You were trying to throw in a dance move in the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I
was
was
his
like-
own stunts, y'all.
You
Man.
know,
There you go.
Exactly. I was like, but have you seen a rifle do this?
Throws that shit up. You're like, that's so unsafe, bro.
He was on the. You thought he was in the color guard.
And it's the
Yeah,
well afterwards.
yeah.
It's the well what
Have you
gives you the
seen
gun.
a
man.
yeet with a rifle?
I said, dance, boy.
Oh my god, man.
Go on and get.
Go on.
I got
That's
some
crazy. That's-
suggestions for my character.
I have some lines I've written for myself.
Yeah, I think this would really work for this scene. Surprise!
Oh,
I've been
my
practicing for this my whole life.
That's dope, man. So, like, what else, man? Like, you act, dance, do fashion. What's like a special skill that you have that nobody knows about?
Or what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Because it looks like
Yeah.
you're an artistic person. Do you want to
Yeah.
Creative.
I mean, I have a goal of, I say a goal, it's a dream. I'm not working. Kind of working towards it,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to be a voice on a Pixar movie.
Oh, okay.
So I do
Yeah.
I do voiceovers too.
Dang, this man is just, you know what I'm saying?
If you ever see a PF Chang's commercial, it's my voice.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What for
No,
real?
wow.
Yeah.
PF Chang, shout out you.
Sheesh.
We
hate Panda Express right
Yeah,
now.
Panda Express
Fuck
doesn't pay
Panda
the- Yeah, we don't. No, I fuck
Chang.
Panda Express. I
And fuck Payway. No, I'm just-
It's all about Chang.
Payway, I don't fuck with them. Wait, aren't they the same company? Never mind.
No,
Never mind.
yeah, yo, no, but so
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
God.
PF Chang's.
Yeah.
That's-
So yeah,
that's wild.
I mean I want to get into more voiceovers because
Yeah.
they do all the anime voiceovers out here too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Funimation.
Funimation's out
Yeah.
here.
Oh, wow.
So I'd love to get
Yeah.
into that and ultimately one day be a voice on a Pixar movie.
That would be sick.
That would be dope.
So
That would
Yeah.
be so dope. I'm manifesting all
Bro.
this.
let's go.
Yeah,
a
man,
Filipino
for sure.
Pixar movie?
Yo,
Oh,
man.
It doesn't have to be Filipino.
Disney
but I mean,
make it happen.
but-
Bro, that would be
but-
lit. I want a Bolivian Pixar movie.
Yeah, so
Disney
what
make
now,
it happen.
baby?
Disney call me.
Yeah, or
I got-
Panamanian one. I know y'all made
They just
Coco.
made a Colombian one. Was it Colombian?
What-
Yeah,
what-
Encanto.
Encanto. Encanto, yeah. But yeah, I'm Panamanian.
The Bolivian
you
one
Mexican.
would be like a shittier version of Encanto.
No.
I'm sorry,
Diego's
family.
definitely not going to be a
Oh,
voiceover
man.
for...
Damn. I got signed and canceled in the same episode.
I mean, sorry. So, like, what would be, like, one of your favorite movies, like, now that you're talking about Pixar? Like, it doesn't have to be a Pixar movie, but, like, something that inspired you to be like, yo, I want to act.
Man. Dang.
Like, your
'Cause
favorite
it's-
movie of all time. Or,
It's not like definitely the main focus is fashion, and it's
Right.
like if I had to, it's like fashion all the way, and
Mhm.
like acting has been this amazing thing that I've been able to do,
Mhm.
and it's always like helped supplement and kind of fund, my fashion line
Oh, wow.
and what I'm doing. But I mean, I've always enjoyed acting. I mean, in school, like middle school, I was in like theater and stuff like that. But, you know who I'm really inspired by?
Okay.
Well, a couple people.
Okay.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, I love John Leguizamo. He's
And-
funny. His stand-ups are pretty good, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, how he can be comedic and like dramatic actor.
Yeah.
When I first saw him in like Romeo and Juliet,
Which is weird.
I thought he was incredible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he fits in a lot of these roles. It's crazy.
Yeah, he
It-
fits in a lot of different places.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Okay, John Leguizamo. Okay.
And what's his name? Pena.
Michael Pena.
Michael Pena. I think he's hilarious because
Yeah.
he can be the same. He's done dramatic and comedic, mostly comedic.
Yeah.
But did you see that movie Crash?
Yes, I love Crash.
Him and
He
Crash.
was an End of Watch.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was an
was.
End of Watch, and then he was Luis and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So, like,
Luis, he killed that shit. That shit was funny.
He is one of my favorite comedic actors, but seeing him be dramatic too, serious, I'm like, to see those, to try to be somewhat like that. And I've taken like film acting classes and
Right.
tried to do and have done like character study and
That's
you know
awesome.
try to dive deeper into a character. I'm like, it's hard. Acting is no joke.
Oh,
Like
man.
it is hard.
Really?
Hard work.
Dang. Sometimes I think I'm a good actor. I'd be a good actor, low key.
You probably would be a good improver.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
You
Like,
could be great at
I could be
improv.
like in a random scene of like, oh, like I don't
Yeah.
know, say something crazy. I don't know. What? I don't know. Maybe in a Pixar movie. I don't know. Maybe I could. I don't know. We'll see.
You could.
Damn, I might have to hit you up later about that.
All right,
but dang DJ, podcaster, what can he? No, but so
Tomatoes.
tomatoes. But okay, so we talked about Mexican food, Cali and Texas Mexican food. I know you were talking. We were
Dang.
talking about it the other day, right?
Well, we talk about this often.
We do talk about it. all.
But
Dang.
since you've lived in
Cali.
LA,
and in general, food
And-
in general, who has a better food scene, California or Texas?
Oh, man.
damn! As a whole, I don't know, man.
Texas is surprising. Dallas
Okay.
has a lot. I mean, Austin has a lot.
Yeah,
Like-
awesome for sure.
yeah.
I mean, even Houston. I
Houston
think
has good food scene.
I honestly would say Texas as a whole has it better than California as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because California, they'll slap an avocado on a piece of toast and charge you $18.
Damn, it's good. I'll eat that avocado toast.
It is good. It's good.
I love avocado toast, actually.
I love
Shit
it.
at home, bro.
But yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
You can make that at home. You can't barbecue. I mean, you can barbecue at home, but most people
That's true.
won't.
Yeah.
Will go out for barbecue.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't fuck up an avocado toast, but you can fuck up some brisket.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm
easy.
saying? So,
easy.
oh, for sure. So,
Yeah.
now, going back to the Mexican food one.
Dang.
Texas or Cali?
You know, I still need to explore more of the Mexican food out here because it's
Okay.
A lot of it's Tex-Mex.
Yeah,
though.
a lot of it is Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, I mean, I've had some great tacos out here
Yeah.
that I love. That I'm like, oh yeah, some of these spots I would go to over spots I went to in LA.
Jeez.
But I mean, the best tacos I've ever had were in Tijuana. So I mean,
There you go.
if
That's
you
very
want
nice.
Mexican food, go to Mexico.
Really?
That's
Jeez.
nice.
I need to go to Mexico, man. I have to.
Yeah.
But,
I
all right.
fucks with Mexico.
Well, damn, man. Jeez. I'm
It's
so
been
glad you've been on, bro. This is actually a good ass talk. Jeez.
It was a good conversation.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Thank you
saying?
so much for
I had
joining
a ton
the
of
show.
fun, man. This was great.
Dude, I love your fashion sense. I love everything going on for you. I really wish the best
Yo,
for you, man.
thank you.
For real, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're,
Thank you.
you're a goat for me here. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? For sure,
dang.
man.
Wow.
For sure, man. For sure. Fashion wise, are you kidding me, bro? Like, I don't really see a lot of. And I went to a fashion school out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I went to Wade
Where'd you go?
College. I went to Wade.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What'd you study out there?
I did merchandise marketing and graphic design.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was
dang.
around like a lot of fashion designers.
Yeah, yeah.
My ex was like in fashion design or whatever, and then like a lot of so a lot of my friends were fashion design too. But I went to all these like fashion shows and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, there's like a handful of people who are like creative, of course. You know what I mean? Like Charles Smith, he's really creative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, he was my classmate. He
Is
did-
there anyone in Dallas?
Yeah, anyone in Dallas? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Put us on, man.
I've never met Charles Smith, but
Cool
we
guy.
follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
I love what he's doing.
Yeah.
Dang, there's this other dude out here. I forget his name, but he was on Project Runway.
Yeah.
What's
Vinny.
his name? Yeah,
Vinny,
yeah.
he went to school with me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool guy.
Yeah, we follow each other on
Vinny,
Instagram as
and
well.
he did stuff for Beyonce. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's really cool. I remember watching him on
Shout out Vinny.
Project Runway. But other brands out here, I mean, I love By Way of Dallas.
Dude,
Oh
I
yeah,
love,
they have some
Yeah.
fire pieces.
love their
Yeah,
pieces, man.
I love what Hans is doing with it, and it just like how it's like. Yeah, I think it was the first thing about Dallas that I discovered before moving here.
Oh wow.
Because I was like, what's going on in Dallas? Is there anything cool going on over there? Because I had no idea.
The state fair.
So the state
Big Tex.
Now, would you say that? And this is an argument we've had in the group chat. Do you feel that like Dallas is a fashion hub? Like, do you feel like now you live in Dallas? Like, do you think that Dallas is like in the forefront of like a major way for fashion? You feel?
I think it can be. I think it is a hub. I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of fashion out here and very
Yeah.
like unique styles and perspectives.
Right.
I mean, like Rihanna's stylist lives out here,
Yeah.
and and like there's people doing incredible things out here. There's a lot of great stylists.
Right.
Diamond Mahone, Tor Matthews, like a bunch
Right.
of incredible stylists doing world class stuff, and I think it's overlooked. I think people, when they think of Dallas, they think of the Cowboys
Yeah.
in the South, and like
Yeah.
really that's
beer,
it.
Beer and barbecue.
Yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
there's still people who think people in Dallas ride horses to the grocery store and stuff like that.
Dude, yeah, that's how I felt. We just talked
Yeah.
about like that's how I felt when I first moved down here. Like I lived in Florida when
Yeah.
I was younger, and then I moved down here. I'm like, there's no cowboys, there's no desert out here. Blah, blah, blah. I was so scared, dude. But I was a kid, but it's whatever. And I love Dallas. I don't really see myself living outside of Dallas, honestly,
Yeah. No, I love the city.
other than London. But
You bloke.
yeah, my blokes, but I can't leave these guys. But
Yes,
yeah,
you
man.
can. We won't stop. No,
Oh yeah, well, this is my last episode, y'all. I'm Tom Bradying this retirement now, but
Head ass.
yeah, man. Honestly, it's a blessing to have you on. I really appreciate you even being
Man,
here, man.
thank you so
for
much.
For real, man.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna cop a jacket. I'll
Yeah,
definitely
man.
Check
Check
get
out-
my sizing. You'll get my sizing.
Yeah. Let me know, man.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I
Definitely.
got
We'll link the stuff in the bio.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
know,
appreciate
y'all
it.
make sure you follow the brand.
Yep.
Yes.
Crescente,
Yeah,
Patricio.
we're gonna link that somewhere over here. But yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming by, bro. I
Yeah.
learned a lot.
It was
Learned a
amazing.
lot.
Yeah.
All good
Amazing,
conversation.
This was a great
Dude,
conversation.
Gems
Yeah.
dropped. Gems
Thank y'all.
dropped, bro.
Thank y'all. Thank you so much.
Yes, man.
Till
Until next
next time.
time, y'all. I'll see y'all later, and peace.